Are you procrastinating? Then chances are you're doing something you don't really enjoy. And that's why you're.
Hey guys, it's your girl Eccaia, and you're watching Spill It, the show that gives you a glimpse into the performer's mindset and reveals the person behind the persona. Please welcome Spill It's first ever guest. He's a 22-time award-winning actor, director, and speaker. He's the one and only Tazito Garcia. Taz, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. I'd love to get right in and learn more about you and your accomplishments, and specifically your martial arts background. Could you tell us a bit about it?
Yes, martial arts has been a huge part of my life. I started off in Taekwondo. I did that for a little bit, and then I did karate all the way until I got my black belt. Started really appreciating Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, so I started getting into kung fu as well. It's been a lifestyle ever since.
I also as well know that you have your own stunt team, the Iron Dragon stunt team.
You know, once you start seeing people like, say, Jackie Chan, he's got a stunt team. He still needs to develop a certain trust, make sure that person doesn't kick him or punch him for real. Also, to get opportunities for a lot of my friends that strictly do stunts, because it is a very tough industry, and a lot of people, if you are not affiliated with a team, it's very hard for you to get a job as single.
I know that you're an actor who does their own stunts and action scenes, but do you ever have struggles with this, or do you just consider it another part of your character?
For me, usually it's just part of the character. I want to stay true to the character. So, for example, if I got to jump out of a moving vehicle or I got to jump from roof A to roof B, I have no problem doing that.
Would you recommend that actors get into a bit of directing as well? Or is that just for some people, would you say?
Don't be afraid to try. Not everyone's going to be a director, and not everyone's going to be a good director. I would say for actors to get more into writing.
I saw that in 2018 you had a role in the TV series Shadowhunters. What was that experience like?
Very, very cool cast, very, very cool and talented crew as well.
Also, have you had any negative experiences with fans on that show or just in general?
No, I think fans are usually awesome. You know, if they say negative things, if they say bad things, I think it's kind of a gauge because you got to listen to them. You take away the fans, any A-lister will disappear. And at the end of the day, everyone has their opinion.
I know that in acting, you can have ups and downs that can cause you to feel like you don't really belong in this profession anymore. And sometimes it can be caused by comments or something that someone said. Have you ever had an experience like this?
Absolutely. I mean, when you first start off, you see a lot of excitement and you see a lot of people that start off and they're like, yeah, this is it. I'm taking my acting class and I'm with an agent now and for sure I'm going to get some work. It looks great. And then the next thing you know, you're not working for 6 months, a year, and you see people drop like flies because they're like, man, this is really tough, right? And they just go the secure route. They start doing whatever other kind of job and then they kind of push the acting career aside. So you kind of question yourself, wait, should I be doing the same thing? Wait, okay, well, it's been 6 months since my last gig or 3 months since my last gig. When's the next gig going to be? And it's that waiting. And while you wait, it's kind of exactly like what's going on with quarantine. You're not certain. And that's kind of one of the things that can really break people, right? You do it for the love of it. You do it because if Instagram, social media was all to go, is it something you're still going to be doing?
I especially think we need to use this time that we have right now to really improve in whatever it is we're doing.
Are you procrastinating? Are you pushing what you have to do to the side? And if they're like, yeah, some days, or yeah, all the time, I'm like, you know what? Then chances are you're doing something you don't really enjoy. And that's why you're always pushing it to the side or to very last minute.
Now, what would you say was the biggest struggle you had at the beginning of your acting career, just getting into really the industry?
I think it was a mix of, you know, the support system, whether it's family or friends, for you to be like, hey, I'm going to become an actor. And for people to be like, oh, really? Good stuff. Congrats. The belief system, you really having that force inside you, that little voice that you're like, it doesn't matter what everyone around me in that circle is saying.
Now, I saw that your most recent supporting role is in Project Extraction 2021, starring John Cena and Jackie Chan. What was that experience like, working with those two legends?
It was tons of fun, tons and tons of fun. And it was a great chance to see why these people are still on top. One of the most important things to just give back, because all that fame, the likes, the views, all that kind of stuff is great. But then if I died today, what did I really do? Who knows? Maybe one of those people that I've, been able to help and get them a pen or paper or a pencil or a desk, they're going to become a great doctor that's going to save somebody one day.
And you're so right there. It's important to give back. I know that some people aren't as fortunate as we are. I also want to know about Movie-Expo. I know you're the VP and co-founder of it.
Yes, Movie-Expo was something that was created with my partner and myself, and we brought it to life because the city needs more opportunities. And it was one of those things where we said, okay, you know what? We're going to create a bridge, a platform for all the people, whether they're brand new, straight out of school, or whether they're veterans and people that are currently professionals and working, to be able to network and perhaps inspire the new generation. It's who you know, not just what you know. We're going to have a second one that's coming up in March. So stay tuned. It's going to be online. It's going to be tons of fun. And the plus side for this year is you could be anywhere in the world. Lots of surprises with this one coming up. It's going to be a fun time.
Well, what else have you been doing to keep motivated during this whole pandemic?
Listen, as a kid, I've been through war, literally. So it was a lot scarier than everything that's happening now. Even when we stayed home, we didn't know if we were going to hear, and that home you were staying in was safe enough, right? So we're in a very, very blessed time right now. We have our Wi-Fi's, we have our Netflix, we've got our Amazons, we've got our phones, social media. There's nothing to really be complaining about. It's a mindset. One of the beautiful things that humans are capable of doing is adapting. So we just got to learn to adapt. And same thing with businesses. They got to be able to adapt.
Now, this is one of our final questions. In 10 words or less, what do you want the audience to take home from this interview?
Be humble, be hungry, keep working like it's your first day. Meaning, and don't be afraid to follow me, okay? I answer questions. Don't be afraid. Say hello. I'll say hello back.
Well, this week's episode has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to end here. Taz, thank you so much for joining me today. We'll have to do it again. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Until next time, stay driven, stay awesome, and always be ready to spill it. Eccaia, out.